Yes, we're unchanged. Same team. So obviously we thought we played a pretty good game of cricket last week, and our attack's all feeling good and fresh, and they've all got great pink ball records, so no need to change.
And you're going to send one of the bowlers off or two of the bowlers off?
We're sending Paddo to play a Shield game. Cameron Bancroft will go and play a Shield game, and Michael Neasel will stay with us this week.
How does that work for a concussion suffering for a batsman?
We'll just get someone out of the crowd, I reckon, if anything happens. But no, look, Bangers is a couple of hours away on a plane, so if anything does happen, we'll be able to get him back pretty quickly. I think you've got 24 or 36 hours to replace a concussed player, so we'll have plenty of time to get someone back, whether it be a batter or a bowler.
So Michael Neasel would be an all-round option for both, I guess, batter and bowler, the bowler again that Michael would come in?
Yes, I don't think Ness will be batting our top six. But yeah, he's certainly a real handful with the pink ball. So yeah, if something was to happen, we know Ness would do a great job.
How much do you see the bowlers, I guess, eyes just light up when they come to Adelaide, mate? There's a pink ball and they've got a pretty good record here.
Yeah, I think so now. I think that wicket looks a little bit perhaps drier than it was the last pink ball test we played here against England. But as we know, the pink ball always offers enough. Our fast bowlers certainly enjoy bowling with it, particularly under the lights. And the games tend to go quite quickly, don't they? So, I think the bowlers are excited to be back in Adelaide. The wicket, for a drop-in wicket, is probably the best drop-in in the world. So, it offers the fast bowlers something which is very rare for a drop-in wicket.
Tim, talking about the fast bowlers, you faced them with the pink ball seemingly off their full runs last night, sort of in the twilight zone. What was that like, facing them?
It wasn't much fun. They took a few wickets, there's no doubt about it. It does take a little bit of time to adjust when the light is changing, and we also had a young South Australian leggy here, Lloyd Pope, who was pretty difficult to pick under lights, which was good practice for Yasir Shah. So yeah, we had a really good hit out last night, which was really difficult for our batters, but that was by design.
Tim, you mentioned you were pretty happy not to see Mohamed Abbas play in the first test. It's looking increasingly likely that he'll be brought in to bolster the bowling stocks for Pakistan. How prepared are the batters to face him, given the 17 wickets he took in the UAE?
We're as prepared as you can be without facing him. We all know what he does. We've got a different side that played against him before. But yeah, we certainly know what he does. We know he's an exceptional bowler. His record would suggest that. So we've spoken about him. We've spoken about the whole team. We think they showed enough in patches in Brisbane to know that they're a dangerous side, and if we're not right on top of our game, Abbas and the rest of their attack all look like they can create your problems. So we need to be at our best again this week.
Tim, on a slightly different topic, was there a moment yesterday at training or post-training where you had a moment remembering Phillip Hughes, or
Yep.
Yeah,
we did last night. It was actually quite a nice moment actually. JL sort of got us in the middle of the ground and in a bit of a circle, and just had one of those moments. He's big on I suppose guys talking about things to help them deal with it. And obviously for a few guys yesterday it was a difficult day. Just to get in the circle and guys that had spent a lot of time with him told some stories about Hughesy or times that they'd spent with him. So just trying to I suppose remember him in a positive way and remind ourselves how lucky we are still to be playing the game that he loved and we loved, and we know how much playing for his country meant to Hughesy. So just for us to never take that for granted. It was a really nice moment just to share some funny memories and stories of him sort of growing up through the ranks, and then some Test cricket stories. So yeah, it was a really nice time out in the middle.
The fifth test of the Ashes was obviously disappointing because you were so far on top after the previous match. I guess the team had trouble with being ruthless when you are on top, and is this an opportunity to show that you can put wins?
Yeah, I wouldn't say we've had a problem with it. I would say that we haven't won a lot of cricket games probably in the last 18 months, but as I touched on before Brisbane, I think now we've got a team together that we're turning up to test matches expecting to win. whereas probably in the last 18 months it was probably a bit unsure, and I think most teams would have been the same had you taken their two best players out. So now we've got some consistency around our group. But yeah, we were certainly disappointed with the way we played the fifth test, and one of the things we've spoken about as a group since that is, we've just called it winning after winning, making sure that we can back up a performance which we're really happy with last week. But coming to Adelaide now, knowing that last week's performance means nothing, and again we have to be at our best again starting tomorrow afternoon.
Tim, one thing about Steve Smith is that his record in, say, first innings as opposed to the second quarter of the game, it's far and away above. Does that come into your thinking in terms of whether you bat or bowl first, given how he has performed and the number of hundreds he's made in the first innings of the game?
No, not really. What comes into my mind now is the grief you cop if you don't bat first in a test match, and I made that mistake a couple of times. So I'm a firm believer in batting first now all the time.
But with Steve as well, I mean, something obviously he's talked about quite a bit is he's a fairly light sleeper when he's during a game. And,
Yeah.
It seems as though the longer a game goes on, the more he struggles to bat for a long time. I mean, is that something that can be worked on or improved, or is that just the guy he is and the player that he is?
Probably a bit of both. I think that is just how he is. But at the same time, I know he's working with people at Cricket Australia and elsewhere on trying to find a better night's sleep. It's not a great endorsement for his koala mattress company, but look, he's working on trying to get better at that and trying to relax a bit more in between games. But I think he performs in first innings, which all good players want to be able to do when the game's up for grabs, and big first innings runs more often than not will win your test matches. So, or certainly put you well in front of the game. So, I think if you asked him, would he rather score his runs in the first or the second, he's going to take the first every day of the week, and his record is second to none. So, he's plugging away at trying to get a better night's sleep, but I don't think it's an easy fix for someone who's wired the way Steve is.
How do you sleep?
I sleep okay. The bed in Adelaide's a bit soft, but I'm a pretty good sleeper, I must admit. It's changed since I've had children. I'm up a bit early these days, so I tend to crash a bit earlier at night as well.
What are you expecting from Steve when he faces this test?
Well, just the same Steve Smith. I think he'll look to put him under pressure. I think I've sensed that he was extra motivated, I guess, after the little send-off he got. So, it'll be interesting to see. But, he doesn't miss out twice in a row too often.
What did you make of Lloyd Pope? Sorry, just slightly off topic again. He's been talked about a lot here as a very promising young player. What did you make of his work last night? Yeah,
I thought he was awesome last night. He took a few wickets. Granted, he was hard to pick under lights and with the pink ball, but I think he's someone who's got some real promise and some high-level skill. There's no doubt about that. So if he can continue to improve, I think he's got a huge future in front of him.